So I would say try something in India with 20 to 30 lakh, not in one business. You can start
Yeah.
with like multiple business with small amount. There's 100% chances, I will say 99% chances you will do something good in India because आपके chances है ना, you will learn many new things by applying the things.
Yeah.
But if you are going to Canada just for Hawaii, because right now rent is almost double. When I was in Canada, it was like $400 if you will spend if you're staying with your friend. Right now, it's
Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Desi Return. Today, we have a guest, Manish, who actually went to Canada for his higher studies, spent a couple of years, but decided to move back to India to start his own entrepreneur journey. And he has been living in India for almost 8 years. A lot of information, what motivated him to move back to India, how his life has been in India for almost like last 8 years with entrepreneurship and so on. Looking forward to this discussion. Welcome, Manish, to the show.
thanks Avinash for having me there.
That's great. So, Manish, if you can give a brief overview, what made you to move to Canada, and what was the reason to decide to come back to India?
Like there was not any like specific motivation. Like when I went to Canada, it was just like after 12th, like from Punjab, like you know that maybe we mostly go to Canada, like most especially like Canada, US. So I also went to Canada because my brother, like my cousin's brothers, all are in Canada or New Zealand. So I decided why not? I will do something in Canada and like started my career. So at that time, I went to Canada maybe at the age of like 19. So like after 1 year, I just like started my e-commerce business as a part time, like with my college. I was just doing like some freelancer project, just like free of cost because then I got to know about like little bit digital marketing, how the marketing things works. So with the time, that was the reason. So there was not a specific motivation to went to Canada, just like with the flow because everyone was going. My family says that why not just do there something because in India you will not get any something good job or something. So that's why I decided why not go to Canada at that time.
And did you go for like studies, or you went there because your family there, and then you kind of want to explore some of the opportunities? Just curious.
I went there for study. Like I have many cousins in Canada and also in like New Zealand. So they asked me why not just come here and do something good here, like study, and if you will get some good job. So just I went to there for study.
Okay, so this is for your undergrad program that you went. I mean, you said you left to Canada maybe at the age of 19, right? So, yeah, pretty much. Cool. So, sounds like I think within the first 1 year, you started, getting exposed to digital marketing and the e-commerce. Is this something that you started in Canada or in India? Just curious.
I started this thing in Canada because when I was studying in my college, so like I have met like some of my friends who were doing like e-commerce, like a drop shipping business, like an international market. So this is the first time like I got exposure that I can also do something like that. So I started doing marketing as a part time with my job, like as I was doing like a security job for like for like normal, which we all know that as a student you need to do all the things because you don't have any skill.
Yeah.
So I was doing, so then I got to know that, okay, there is some business like e-commerce, which I can try, maybe that would be work. So I started some doing free project for like some of the like free companies for like marketing. Like I started building their website, Shopify store. So with the time I got to know why not do something in India.
Yeah.
So I just started with small budget, like marketing budget on Facebook ads. Like why not try to sell something in India because it's COD market. At the end of the day, if I will spend some money on the marketing, I don't know maybe it's going to work or not. So I started doing in India. Suddenly I got like many good results. It's just like a performance marketing. We spent some money on the ads and I started getting many sales. Then at that time I decided why not I will do this thing in India. So that was the time I started doing e-commerce. So with the time it just gained good things. So वही मेन रीजन था सर, और तो उसके बाद कोई खास नहीं था कि हम सोचे कि करेंगे सर। उसके बाद मैं इंडिया में आके मोस्टली ई कॉमर्स करने लग गया।
Okay. So while in Canada itself, you started this and then you did some trial runs. Seems like, it's a good
Yeah.
potential. So you started, okay, let's do it in India. And that is the main reason or the motivation for you to return back to India?
Yes, even I was doing e-commerce for like 1 year as a part-time in Canada. Because obviously with the time difference, it's very difficult to manage my studies also. I was also doing part-time job as a security. And the third thing is the e-commerce business, which I have already started. Like I have one partner in India, which is my friend, who was handling all the operations, like packaging, like taking inventory from the supplier and all the things. So after 1 year, then when I got to realize that okay, I am also making like a little bit 40 to 50K per month. I can manage these things in India. So then my family says, okay, if you want, you can come to India. But obviously, it's not easy because you know that you are taking a bet.
Yeah.
If your family spend almost like 10 to 20 lakh, and maybe obviously they are taking loans from the bank, and you are going to Canada, and after 1 year you are saying that okay, I will come back to India and I will do something my own, and they don't know what you are doing, all the stuff like online things or selling. This is not like the normal thing from my parents. So then I came to India like after 2 years. So this is the thing. Like after I was doing it at part time. So after 1 year, then I decided, okay, I will do this thing in full time in India.
Got it. So just making it, taking it to a full-time transition, and just to focus it in the same time zone and the logistics and all that stuff is a
Okay.
strong reason. So just curious about your education. So did you transfer or some of the credits like for the studies that you did in Canada, and then try to do the remaining studies in India, or you just like okay left and then you wanted to go full-fledged into the entrepreneurship?
Honestly, I left my like last 2 semester in Canada. Like for first 5 to 6 semester, everything was fine. Like in my college study, I don't have any issue. But after that, one you know that like your business is like a little bit on the pace, and you are learning new things. You are talking to the suppliers, you are talking to the customers really, in e-commerce business in India. So I don't have any options to like I have two options. I will pursue my study, then take a work permit and get a PR, like work in any company, then they will help me to get a PR in Canada. And the second option is obviously just come to India and start doing my e-commerce business. So that is the point. So I left my study and came back to India because there is not any specific reason for like last 2 semesters why I will study, because I am not going to stay in Canada, or maybe I will have to do job or something, because I don't have any option. I already started something which is working on the small scale. So I know that if I will do something in India related to that, it's going to be good. And if in case worst case something will going to happen, then maybe I will change the shift to my career. So that's why I left my study.
Cool. And just curious, like any reason like you try to experiment in India, then like trying to expand. I thought you also did something in Canada, right? Like helping out, or did you try to set up the business in Canada, or you never thought about it, or it's just the flexibility, and so you decided to do it in India? Just curious on that.
Well, like my first priority was to settle business in Canada, because obviously that would be much better as compared to come to India and do something your own. But the problem is that in Canada, I don't think that would be possible for me, because you need to pay like higher rent, all the things. And if you started something of your own, then you are saving money from all the places, like from your job and whatever you're saving. So in Canada, it's not going to be possible for me, because for international market, it's difficult for me to expand the business. I tried also e-commerce in the international marketing, but the reason is that I was not able to scale it in proper form, because there is a lot of competition in India. Is just like emerging market. Like even today, even if you know like a little bit about the marketing, then you can run the ads. Maybe you are going to get a good sales in India. So that is the reason I was getting good result in India. So then I decided why not came to India, because in Canada, obviously, if you are starting something of your own, you are a student. You need to complete your study first of all. Then after that, if you're on the work permit, you need to settle all the companies and all the stuff, which is much more difficult. In India, if you can just register as a like sole proprietorship, which is very easy. You can get a GST number maybe in a maximum 2 to 3 weeks. You can hire a CA who is going to take you almost like who is taking almost like 2,000, 3,000 rupees per month, who will handle all your like legal things like document, GST. And you can start a very business with very less capital, maybe
Yeah.
like 2 lakh, 3 lakh, 5 lakh. But in Canada, it's not going to be possible because you are a student. You like I don't went to Canada as a for like doing business. So अपॉर्चुनिटी वगैरह भी नहीं थी, तो हमने सोचा कि इंडिया में कर लें ना, वो दिख भी रहा था कुछ.
Yeah, makes sense. So definitely. And so I know you've been running this business for almost 8 years. I know
Three
there might
years.
10 years.
Three.
Oh, 3 years. Sorry. For some reason, I
Ah,
thought like
my
eight.
age is like 24, 23 to 4 years. My age is almost 24 right now. So I started is like 2021 at the age.
Oh, got it. Yeah. Sorry. I think
Yeah.
somehow I thought it was for 8 years. So in terms of the business, so how things are in India, like, because there are so many people, who has been living abroad, but they're thinking about moving back to India just to start their own startups or entrepreneur journey and all that stuff. So just wondering from your perspective, how easy is it to, do a startup or do some businesses? And how are things in India, like in terms of like, with your own journey?
I would say in the starting period of like 6 months to like 8 months, it's difficult because obviously you don't know how to pay GST, of how much GST is going to pay for like that product and this product. And second thing, you don't have any connection with the supplier. You don't know how the customer is going to get the parcel. You don't know how to partnership with any courier company, and everything is new for you. But with the time, let's say after 6 to 8 months, you got to know that many things of your business, like operations part, marketing part, and you can hire someone who will handle your operations, so then you can focus on the thing which you would be much better. So after 6 to 8 months, things would be easy for you. But first of like for starting 1 to 2 years, you need to like work hard because no one is going to like take your like help you. It not in terms of money, but the problems you will face like in your daily life, because everything is new for you. When you start something new, you obviously you're going to face problem. You don't know them how, even sometimes your ads will not run, your sales will drop, sometimes your sales will increase, but supplier will say they're not giving you inventory and all the things. And you don't have any reference, you cannot take your help from your parents because they don't know anything about your field. But
Yeah.
after 6 months to 1 year, things will be easy for you because then you will be making money. Then you know that okay, this problem has that solution. So like all the problems you will get mostly solution. So I think in the starting period it will be difficult. But if you're starting something in India and you're staying in Canada or like in any foreign country, I will say like give you 100%. Not like you are saying that okay, I'm also doing the job and I will also start my business as a part time. That would be very difficult because like you will not give you 100%, because if you will start something, you will say okay, I'm just making my website and all the things, whatever you will start. But if you know that okay, my whole purpose is that I will do something my own, not like doing job and all the things, because I love to create something my own, even if it's on like a smaller level. If I'm making same money as my job, but I will be much happy. So you need to give you 100% with proper focus, and always learn from someone who is doing good in your like field,
Yeah.
because that is the main core, because this is the main core. I think I have done maybe little bit things of my e-commerce business. So this is the thing I mostly learn from different people. देखो, ऐसा है ना कि जब like आप उन लोगों से सीखोगे जो आपकी फील्ड में अच्छा कर रहे हैं, like you need to absorb all the things, all the
Yes.
knowledge, all the websites, all the things, whatever they are doing, then make the points and start applying the things. So then obviously you are going to get a result, because then you know that okay, ये कंपनी अच्छा कर रही है, अगर मैं इनका एक 5% भी कॉपी कर लूंगा ना, तो मेरा थोड़ा सा काम तो चलेगा अपने वे से ही. बट अगर आप अपना कुछ री इन्वेंट करोगे, वो ऑब्वियसली इट्स गोइंग टू टेक टाइम.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, there is no need to reinvent the wheel again, right? And you can see some of the successful people in your own field and then try to, follow their guidelines or, take, some of the principles that they have implemented.
हाँ, क्योंकि एक तो होता है ना स्टार्टअप में आप कुछ अपना नया प्रोडक्ट क्रिएट कर रहे हो मार्केट में. एक होता है कि देयर आर मेनी थिंग्स ऑलरेडी अवेलेबल इन द मार्केट, और उसमें प्रैक्टिकली पीपल आर मेकिंग मनी. सो बस उसको आपको जस्ट उसको कॉपी कर लो अपने वैसे, बस उसको अपने वैसे एक अच्छे वैसे डिजाइन कर लो. जो वो कर रहे हैं अच्छा, वो अच्छा अपनी तरफ से ले लो, उसमें कुछ अपना अपना खुद का ऐड कर लो. दैट वुड बी मच बेटर फॉर यू.
Yeah. Cool. Is there anything that you miss from Canada? I know you've been there only for a couple of years. So, do you repent your decision to move back to India at any point of time, or your parents, it's a big decision, as you said earlier, because the
Yeah.
parents might not understand. So now it's been 3 years. So how do you feel, and how and just curious, like how your family and your parents are feeling? Yeah.
Like in the starting almost 1 year, like except my parents, all everyone is saying in my hometown, my friends, because obviously maybe you are also aware that people from Punjab, they are going to Canada or this country like a large scale. So everyone's saying like that person is mad, came to India, they don't know anything. But I think with the time they also like accept that okay, you can also do something in India. But I will say I also miss something about many things about the Canada, but right now like I have like too much time, honestly. Like I don't work too much because like for marketing part I mostly spend like 1 to 2 hours. Rest all the things like my brother handle operations part, so I got too much time for myself. So then now I feel that if I will be in Canada, like in Canada, you can explore many places just working with on your laptop as compared to like in India, because I mostly stay with family. So I will say I miss like I have not traveled too much in Canada because you need to go for study and all the things. But in the future, I will try to go there as a like tourist. So okay, कुछ चीजें मिलती हैं आपको इंडिया में ना, कुछ नहीं मिलती
Yeah.
फिक्स 100% रहनी है ना यहाँ पे like you will spend your time with your family. I don't have need to worry about the lunch breakfast honestly, because if I'm making money, घर वाले भी खुश हैं कि चलो अपना कमा रहा है ना लड़का, अच्छी है उम्र पे ना, तो उसके साथ साथ दे आर आल्सो हैप्पी कि चलो अब इंडिया में हमारे साथ रह रहे, बिकॉज माई कजन्स माई फ्रेंड्स वो सभी बाहर चले गए मोस्टली. समवन इज स्टेइंग इन लाइक दिल्ली और लाइक टियर 1 सिटी, बट वो तो कम ही है, मोस्टली हमारे पंजाब में बाहर ही जाते हैं. तो दे आर सेइंग दैट ओके, इफ यू आर स्टेइंग विद देम एंड दे विल बी हैप्पी, बिकॉज बढ़िया लगता है मेरे को तो अपनी पंजाब में फैमिली के साथ रहना.
Yeah.
तो सही है, कुछ चीज़ें मिस करते हैं बट एक नॉर्मल होता है ना, इट्स जस्ट लाइक पार्ट ऑफ यू. समटाइम्स आप मिस करोगे, समटाइम्स इंडिया में भी कई चीज़ें हैं, तो एक बैलेंस बन जाता है. बट इंडिया में लाइक यू विल नॉट फील लोनली एज कम्पेयर टू फॉरेन कंट्री, बिकॉज इंडिया में you will have family, you can spend time with your friends, and things will be much better if you are making money in India, because you will have many options. Like if you're making money, you can call your friends in the evening time, okay, just sit it, like you can go somewhere. But
Yeah.
in Canada no one has time, honestly. Everyone is doing job, and right now even I know that situation in Canada is too much difficult in terms of because of economy and all the reason.
Yeah. And definitely, I think things are not great currently. I mean, just like how the economy is. So is there anything that you wanted to advise, for people who are thinking about moving back to India for any reasons? Anything that you can share from your perspective?
I would say if you have any plan to come to India, first of all, try something like as a like some, if you have planned to do something business in India, let's say if you have planned to do some job in India, then try on like a smaller like एक छोटे part पे आप start करो. Once you get a confidence, okay, I will do something in India, okay, maybe I am getting like a path, like how I will do all the things, then shift to India.
Yeah.
Otherwise, if you don't have any plan, you invested too much money to going to like foreign, then after that you are saying that okay, I would come to back to India because I don't like the lifestyle of foreign country. That would be difficult, because if you will have money in India, then वो तो टॉपिक डिफरेंट है ना. बट अगर आपके पास इतना पैसा नहीं है कि इफ यू सेइंग दैट कि मैंने अपना पूरा इन्वेस्ट कर दिया है जस्ट गोइंग टू फॉरेन, तो अगर आपके पास थोड़ा मोटा प्लान है कि इफ यू नो दैट कि मैं ये चीज कर सकता हूँ, देन केम बैक टू इंडिया. अदरवाइज ऐसे मत आ जाओ कि आपको कि कोई भी आ गया, क्योंकि लाइफ वुड बी वेरी डिफिकल्ट इफ यू आर नॉट गोइंग टू मेक मनी इन इंडिया, बिकॉज आप इंडिया में कैसे करोगे भाई, पैसा ही नहीं आएगा तो जिंदगी कैसे चलेगी.
Yeah, yeah. Very much true. Yeah.
पहले आप कुछ पार्ट टाइम ही कर लो, चलो कुछ आइडिया लग जाएगा कि वट एवर आई एम डूइंग इन कैनेडा और लाइक एनी कंट्री, देन आफ्टर दैट शिफ्ट मारो. पहले मारोगे तो वो डिफिकल्ट होगा ना. इफ यू हैव ए सेविंग फिर तो टॉपिक ही डिफरेंट है.
Yeah.
अगर नहीं है, इफ यू सेइंग दैट ओके आई विल डू माय स्टार्टअप एंड ऑल द थिंग्स, पता नहीं ना, क्या पता वो चीज़ आपके लिए ना बनी हो. वो तो आपको करके पता लगेगा ना एज ए पार्ट टाइम की आई विल बी. देन आफ्टर फ्यूचर इन द फ्यूचर यू विल से ओके कैनेडा और लाइक यूएस वुड बी मच बेटर फॉर मी, इंडिया सही नहीं था. तो भाई पहले पार्ट टाइम स्टार्ट कर लो, अपने एक टाइम फ्रेम निकालो, लाइक इन 1 year यू कैन कम 2 to 3 times इन इंडिया, स्टार्ट एज ए पार्ट टाइम. थोड़ा बोटा विद द टाइम यू गॉट टू नो ओके ये चीज़ काम कर रही है, देन नाउ अभी मैं इंडिया में परमानेंटली शिफ्ट करूंगा. तो ये मेरी थोड़ी सी एडवाइस होगी.
No, no. Yeah, I think very good advice. Definitely, not an emotional decision, with a proper planning, and make sure that you try it out and make sure this is what you want to do, and then just not just I don't like the lifestyle and then I'm just coming back or anything like that. So yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
So cool. Is there anything that we haven't covered or anything that you wanted to tell the audience?
Not anything special, but I would say my situation is different because like when I went to many people say that in my hometown and my friends all the because I also have a YouTube channel where I mostly just post my experience sometimes. So they says to me like you are lucky कि आप आ गए इंडिया में आपने कर लिया, but I will say कि बस ऐसा है कि if you're staying in any foreign country, if you're planning to come to back to India because you feel like India is much better, देन आप बस स्टार्ट कर दो अपना काम, हो जाएगी चीजें। बस इतना मत सोचो कि मतलब कि करेंगे लाइक आफ्टर 2 ईयर 3 ईयर्स, विद द टाइम आपको कुछ ना कुछ रास्ते निकलते जाएंगे और वो चीजें इजी होती जाती हैं। कुछ इतना खास नहीं है बताने को। अभी तो ठीक है ऑनेस्टली, अभी तो थोड़ी चिल लाइफ जीते हैं, इतना कुछ काम वगैरह भी नॉर्मली होता है। तो आई विल से ठीक है, इतना कुछ खास तो नहीं है बताने को।
Yeah. No, very much true. So yeah, thank you very much for sharing your journey with us. I know, I think everybody's situation is unique. I mean, I think, you went as a, an opportunistic to, foreign country. I think you kind of turn it around. See, you saw much more bigger opportunity in India. You did a trial run and everything worked out. So you decided to go full time into it. So again, it's an inspiration to some people who are in the same situation or the same stage. Thank you very much for taking the time and sharing your story with us today.
Yeah, thank you, Nash, for having me there. And there's also one thing which I'm going to tell, like if you're from Punjab and you're planning to go to Canada or any country, I would say if you are going to invest like 20 to 30 lakh or 40 lakh just going to Canada or like any country or getting the PR in that country, I would so rather than try something in India for like that huge chunk of money, like 20 to 30 lakh, you can start something like little bit like spending 2 lakh on that business. Maybe there would be higher probability you are going to make much money and much better lifestyle in India as compared to foreign country. Because in Canada, this country, you are going to spend 20 to 30 lakh, 40 lakh, not for education, just going to get a PR. So I would say try something in India with 20 to 30 lakh, not in one business. You can start
Yeah,
with like multiple business with small amount. There's 100% chances, I will say 99% chances you will do something good in India because आपके chances है ना, you will learn many new things by applying the things.
yeah,
But if you are going to Canada just for why? Because right now rent is almost double. When I was in Canada, it was like $400 if you will spend if you're staying with your friend. Right now it's almost double and all the things. So right now I will say for next 2 to 3 years, if anyone is from Punjab or any place is thinking that they are going to go there for the college or study and after that getting the PS. So I will say just stay there because start something there own in India. Then after that, if you know that okay, my backbone is like good, I am doing good in India, देन राइट नाउ आई विल से कि आप जाओ मत इंडिया में, देख लो 20 40 लाख 30 लाख लगाने से अच्छा अगर नहीं वर्क कर रहा कुछ 2 4 5 लाख लगा के देन यू कैन प्लान कि हाँ अभी प्लान से करते हैं।
yeah,
यही
yeah.
एडवाइस।
No, yeah, thanks for sharing your thoughts on that. I think it could resonate to some people. Yeah, I appreciate it. So yeah, thanks again for your time and sharing your journey with us. Wish you a great day.
थैंक्स अविनाश, थैंक्स।
Thank you all for joining us on this insightful journey of Desi Return. If you enjoyed this episode and want to explore more stories and expert advice, make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell. Don't forget to leave a comment below with your thoughts and experiences. By the way, check out the links in the description below for our Facebook group and social media for updates and engaging discussions as well as connecting with fellow Desi Returners. Thank you once again, and until next time, may your Desi Return journey be filled with joy, growth, and endless possibilities.